How's it going, everyone? It's Vivi, and welcome back to another Crash Bandicoot video. Lately, a lot of people have been discussing Wrath of Cortex for some reason. I looked it up, and there's a rumor going around. Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex was the very first PS2 installment, a game which was not made by Naughty Dog. This rumor, well, it has to do with another remake. People call it a remaster, but for some reason they keep confusing the terms remaster with remake. It's not that I'm annoyed by it, but it's just confusion. It's a remake. At least that's what I think they're implying when looking at these rumors, if anything. So, straight up, okay, a Wrath of Cortex, a one-to-one remake? I'm really skeptical about it. I don't think we'll get such a thing, but at the end of the day, I could be very wrong. If anything, this rumor, yes, it could be related to Wrath of Cortex, but not a one-to-one remake. Think of it as more of a reimagining, if this rumor turns out to be true. Okay, Vivi, you keep saying rumor this, rumor that. Where did it come from? A Twitter user goes by the name Gaming Revolution. He shared this tweet. Among the games that Activision is working on, you notice Wrath of Cortex, and a PvP game, which is short for Party vs. Party. Really? Now, just seeing PvP, I can already imagine people saying, "Wow, Crash Bash! Remake, everyone," in the comments. I'm not going to be surprised if I see that. Look, like I said, I'm already skeptical, just seeing that. I at least think that this rumor is implying a remake. Something along the lines of, you know, the visuals of NST and Crash Nitro Fueled. But Vivi, you're still saying you're imagining a reimagining. Yes, I did say that. It is something that has to do with Wrath of Cortex, technically. I'm saying this, look, based off what other rumors we can gather from before, combined with this. First of all, does this person have any sort of credibility? You can say that. Apparently, he had leaked proper information on Call of Duty related things in the past. So there's that. Then again, the bio of this person says all leaks are subject to change or are prone to misinterpretation. Now look, I'm not the only one that believes this got maybe confused with a potential reimagining of Wrath of Cortex. Sounds like you've confused Wrath of Cortex Remake for a completely new game inspired by some aspects from Wrath of Cortex. Viewer Anon mentioned some interesting details about it back then. Reply to this question by a fan: no, they definitely meant that. I even asked for clarification. Okay, if this is in fact true, I really did not see this coming, to be honest with you. I was really expecting a brand new game. Now, before I get to this viewer Anon user, let me show you an updated tweet by the same user who posted about this quote-unquote leak. Update on the earlier tweet. Crash 4, The Wrath of Cortex Remastered, is expected to be the next big Activision game to release. The Crash PvP game is still in its early days and is expected to release in 2021, although could change. It will also be available on console, PC, and mobile. The game's almost finished development. Just wait and see. That one was referring to Wrath of Cortex. Alright, the next big Activision game to release. That seems to imply that it's the Crash 2020 game. What we call it, that's what us fans call it, for short. Crash 2020 being a remake of Wrath of Cortex. Interesting. Is that a one-to-one remake? Something along the lines of Insane Trilogy and Reignited? Logically, we'd expect so. As for the question being asked, well, the user said he'll try and get into contact with his insiders. There was no response after that. We might get a response eventually, but for now, there's no answer. Now about this viewer Anon. I had made a video going over a list of rumors surrounding the 2020 Crash game. Basically, this new game would have playable Coco, Cortex even, and that the game would even revolve around masks. The levels will have more story to them, going off of these rumors from back then, and they will be expanded, basically. Wrath of Cortex does revolve around the theme of elemental masks. Don't forget, the levels also did feel more open compared to the 3 previous games. Another one from Sabi. this new game would be made by Vicarious Visions. Someone even asked Sabby about this new leak of Wrath of Cortex. Sabby said, I'm not sure. So basically with that, folks, any rumors you come across, take everything with a grain of salt. So going off the popular theory of Crash and Spyro alternating releases, we'd like to believe that Crash is in fact next. And we believe that Vicarious Visions is the team behind it. And why? Insane Trilogy released in 2017, enough time for this new game to release in 2020. 3 years of development, basically. The thing I find weird, if this is another remake, why did it take 3 years? Assuming it's a one-to-one remake, folks. A new game I'd understand, everything from scratch, new music, new story writing, and level building. Look, 3 years could make sense for a complete reimagined Wrath of Cortex, basically resulting as a new game. Taking plot elements, for example, from Wrath of Cortex, and making a new game out of it. During the Q2 earnings call by Activision back in August, CEO Kobe Kotick said, "Stay tuned for more remasters." Let me bring up his exact quote. "We have seen great results from remastering some of these beloved games over the last couple of years. If you look at Crash Insane Trilogy, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and Crash Team Racing, they're all incredible games, and our teams have done a really great job in modernizing for today's platform. I'd say stay tuned for some future announcements. But just beyond pure remasters, there are also a lot of opportunities now to innovate and think about totally new content within these IPs." Activision also emphasized on taking their IPs to the next level, calling it innovation. What we also like to call it, a new game. But it doesn't mean they're straying away from remakes altogether, no. Some might feel like a Wrath of Cortex remake is a bad business plan. For some reasons, just because. The game had mixed reviews back then. Maybe the sales figures is what gets people question about this supposed leak. If this is truly related to Wrath of Cortex, then I'm expecting a complete overhaul of the game. Yes, have Crunch featured, yes, bring him back, no problem. But 3 years of development, if this is in fact being developed by Vicarious Visions? Not to mention that mask we got from It's Time to Play video by PlayStation. They perhaps took the idea of elementals, expanded upon it, and vastly improved the feel of gameplay of Wrath of Cortex. Don't forget this Toys for Bob concept leak. They could be helping Vicarious Visions on this new Crash game. It doesn't look like a one-to-one Wrath of Cortex remake to me, if this leak of course has anything to do with that game. As for the PvP game, Crash Bash getting remade has been having this huge debate lately. A lot of angry people, from what I've noticed. If they are considering more remakes, despite what was said about innovation in August, I now wouldn't be surprised if we get a Crash Bash remake. They probably want to low-key compete with Mario Party, which is very popular, easily. And think about it. 2017 we got Insane Trilogy, going off the popular theory of the releases getting alternated. 2018 Reignited got released. 2019 CTR, aka a spin-off, let's call it that. In 2020 a brand new Crash game, rinse and repeat, so 2021 expect a new Spyro game. And another Crash spin-off game. Yeah, technically it'd release in 2021 going off the rumor, but there is a particular pattern we can notice. And look, at the end of the day, this supposed remake of Wrath of Cortex and PvP game, set to release in 2021, it could all be false, alright? So all we can do right now is just discuss these leaks, alright? So with that being said, folks, this is it for the video. So as usual, if you have comments or anything like that, leave it all in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for the support, thank you for watching, I've been Vivi, and until next time.